Welcome back. I'm Frank,
I'm next.
and we're continuing my lovely wife. Well,
I forgot to tell you something. Did you notice that it's a bit tricky to communicate with the succubi?
yes. Sometimes I feel like I can answer them with something, but the words just won't leave my mouth.
This is precisely why you must hone your skills. Remember that you're speaking with demons, complicated and fickle beings.
How do I do that?
Kill them with this to obtain their carnal essence. Then you can use the carnal essence to build your skills.
Nice. Kill?
Yes, you can absorb their collected carnal essence if you kill them. There's no point in me killing them, however, as I only require the raw substance. I have other methods to extract their carnal essence. You can do this, Mr. Jake.
Killing a succubus. That means you've done this too.
I'm afraid it was a necessary step for my research. Well then, I should get going. Remember to let me know if you have any further problems, Mr. Jake.
So, now I have to kill them? First my wife. And now I have a demon blood on my hand, and demon's blood on my hands too? I'm even more wicked than a demon.
Education Day celebration!
Let's stay up to date with what's happening in town just to stay on schedule. Hello. I guess I'll keep you around for now.
One more work day and then she's off?
Nah, what do I? It's kill a succubus. That's what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. And you can summon another one now.
Oh, Philip, you're here. I have a question about succubi.
Is it about the succubus's affection? Or succubi's affection? That is actually what I wanted to share with you today. My latest findings.
Findings?
I haven't tested it myself, but I have heard that when a succubus falls in love with a man, they can transform into a human. In doing so, they reproduce a great deal of carnal essence, the best quality.
Turning human? But how exactly can we turn them into humans?
As I was saying, I haven't quite deducted that part yet.
Do you want me to test it?
Hmm?
You want me to make a succubus fall in love with me? I mean...
Mr. Jake, I didn't realize you were such a confident man.
That's not what I...
I know. I apologize for teasing you. It would be splendid if you could try it, though. Since you have far more experience with women than me.
Stop it.
Just make sure that the succubus has enough affection towards you. Since we're in high spirits, I have something for you. Please accept this.
Is this blood?
That is a new summoning material.
Ah,
You look disappointed.
that's not it. I just didn't expect blood.
I thought I'd ruined your mood. Oh, I may request something from you, Jake. Or may I? It's just the usual, but I need more.
Carnal essence?
Correct. Could you provide me 3,000 carnal essence this time?
See what I can do.
Keep your spirits up, Mr. Jake. I won't let you down. Shysta. Shasta.
Is this the human meal?
You wanna go talk to her?
Nope.
Nope, you want him to talk
We're
to him?
speed running this junk from here on.
Alright.
So, pause. I need carnal essence, but I also need money really bad.
Alright, so pick one to send to charm school, one to send to the kink school, and then just to start assigning him to the jobs.
getting it done.
Real quick. Can you click on Jenny so I can see her, Okay.
Dang it, I should have had her as my carnal essence person. But I chose her as the charm person. Oh, wow. Yeah. Great.
Yeah, because now she can't gain as much flair that easily. Which is what they used to collect carnal essence. Though in all fairness, like, you still want them to have both high because it affects the stats of both, like, outputs at the places. It just depends what you want more of. Oh, so you're not paused. Money or...
That's what she'd prefer.
Yeah. Okay, so ethically you still care about their well-being. Yeah. Because this is absolutely more like an ethics game. Or at least in the sense it makes you question your ethics just a little bit. Alright, the brothel's gonna be closed. Anywho's, so, guess while we're, not doing some reading, anything you want to talk about?
I don't know. It's pretty early on in our channel. I guess people should know how, like, we met and stuff.
Yeah.
So we went to a school together, community Montessori.
Yep. So it wasn't like our traditional school, it was different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they group, like, whole age groups together, and you're not really divided on grades, whatever through whatever. They just kind of clump them in, like, 3-4 years in the same classrooms, and then you individually go off. And it's a charter school, too, so it's not structured like periods and stuff like how normal school is. Most stuff is done kind of independently.
Yeah.
Or at least they want. That's how it's geared to be.
Yeah, well, that's how it started off, and then they started getting more and more rigid with, like, the curriculum because they had to stick to that curriculum to keep their funding as a charter school. To have it be, like, you pay for it like a private education in a sense, but it's still, in a sense, a public school. But not really. It's very weird. Ooh. Okay, it's a good trait for her to acquire.
I paid 1,000 gold for it, though.
But anyway, yeah, so we attended there in high school, and I graduated 2 years before him. For that story. And then we kind of fell out of contact for about, like, what, 5-6 years?
Yeah, I'd say more like 4, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even remember.
But then I just start working at a gas station.
Yeah.
And I get hired on the spot, and then, like 2 days later, coming for my first day at work.
And
I was there.
Yeah, from my perspective, I started that job, like, just the week before. I'm getting through the training, walk in, see, new person up at the counter. Just, cool, new person. Wonder what her name is. Go introduce myself in a minute. And then I get up there, and just, huh? And I hear my name in a voice that sounds so familiar that we freaked our coworker out. Like, honestly, just, we both looked at each other and was like, you? And then our coworker was just like, what the fuck?
We know each other.
But yeah, so that was just such a coincidental meeting. And then we worked there for about, like, a month.
You were dating a guy called Max at the time that also went to our school.
Yeah. But not really important right now. More so, we just don't need to talk about that. Anywho's. But yeah, so a month of working there together, roughly. And that previous relationship ends because of a few reasons, including, just things weren't working out, 45-minute travel distance, I didn't have a car, and it was kind of weird to have him hanging around my mom's house every weekend. Just because, that's weird a little bit when you have stuff you have to go do at your own house. You know?
Learn the money things first.
Well, yeah. But another factor in that was just oh god, one of our managers got, like, really pissed off one day. Because of, like, the pizza station. You know, this one here gave me a warning of, hey, I think our boss is mad at you. And set me into, like, a horrible anxiety. And was then the only person at, like, 2 a.m. I could contact and be like, I need you to give me details. I'm gonna, like, literally die if you don't. And, you know, since then, since we started dating, we've been pretty much together about almost every day. Honestly. It's been, it's been nice. I went from working at the gas station for about 3 months to
Working at Domino's together, and then you got promoted to manager pretty quick.
well, at least by the title, not in the system. God, that was so dumb that they didn't have me, like, actually as a manager or anything. They didn't put me through any of, like, the manager training specifically. They just were like, here's how to close down the store at the end of the night, and yeah. 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 Of course, every job's, pretty bull anyway, so. Especially when it's like, logistically speaking, working is one of the worst ways to actively get, like, money long term.
Yeah.
At least in terms of you're putting in a lot of time for dependently.
Very minimal reward.
At least in, like, the lower end jobs that we're talking about. I don't know about big corporate ones. Not specifically, but whatever.
I don't have a big corporate job, so.
Yep. No, but, we do got some other jobs we've done.
At this point, I just kind of work on this and independent contracting and things like that.
Yeah. Freelance illustration and other, like, small stuff. Which sounds like it. Actually, weird side note, I guess. This channel takes off. We could make a separate Redbubble page for, like, merch.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we wanted to keep it separate, that is. Doesn't have to be. But if we'd probably want to for the sake of name consistency between channels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way.
I am attempting to build as much money as possible in the beginning and unlock as many quick things as possible while doing trying to collect carnal essence. I've already got like 1,000 of that.
Yeah.
Oh, charming. Your max charm is 200.
You just trying to get them both up on, like, charm for money.
Mm-hmm. That way I can unlock the training for the flare.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That is one, like, not super fun thing about this game sometimes. It's just the long periods of grinding and not much happening. The only way, like, if you're not doing the conversations, there's not much else to really do.
I mean, play through Darkest Dungeon like a crap ton, and it's set up practically the same way. There's no real story, like, at all to it.
Well, this one is specifically like a visual novel kind of story, where Darkest Dungeon is an overall just dungeon crawler, where it does have an overarching plotline technically, but it's a lot less connected to the characters that you're involved with. And they don't give those character backstories in-game very well, other than like potential context clues through dialogue. And yeah. But we get a lot more story in the second game. Honestly, that's another thing you could probably play on here. That's a run-based game.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Maybe if people actually see this and they're like, yeah, maybe they want to see some other things too. Like Binding of Isaac, maybe. Darkest Dungeon 2. Just shorter games like this. There's of course also My Lovely Daughter. You're doing these in like the opposite order that they came out in, but it doesn't matter really. Especially since I'm pretty sure this one is, in timeline-wise, first. Like, the only time my brain can even think that has to do with anything is like, oh, cool. This gives an origin of, like, dark sorcerer powers for some reason, maybe? Or at least gives, like, an origin as to why that was, like, a thing in the first game. I don't know. Because that wasn't super explained either, that I can remember. But also, it's been a while since I played My Lovely Daughter. And honestly, playing that game for too long is just distressing. I mean, like... I mean, you've seen me play it, right? Yeah. Like, you know whenever you go to, like, off one of your homunculi daughters, it's just a... whining, and then...
Yeah, you hear the slaughter.
Yeah, and, like, a detailed description in how Faust feels about these homunculi. And it's just... ugh. Like, honestly... the one that's most human looking, you can do like the play with them thing, and they'll show you a little picture of sitting there reading like a book of like the titanium one and all that, and you can bond and talk and give them gifts. And then it's just yeah, cool. He doesn't even see them as human, and he's just literally, they are just a burden, like tinder for his daughter's soul. Or what he thinks is his daughter's soul. Plot twist.
Plot twist.
Of course, in that game, there's also, like, at least I think 6 endings I can think of. Of which, one is your homunculi all ran away and informed the townsfolk what you were doing, and so your mansion gets burned down. There's that one, there's another one with, like, you kill too many something or other, I think. No. I don't know. I don't know if there's another one that actually involves, like, anything else to do with them, but the other ones have to do with, like, the balances of the soul. You know, your soul's too fearful, she's this, she's too manic, too angry, too sad. Then there's the right balance, and then you get the true ending, which is just an addendum to the correct balance ending. I don't know, I can go on about a lot of the games I play, honestly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
We need to fill dialogue.
Yeah.
But wait. Get to the next chapter. Between Two Fires.
Excellent work at collecting carnal essence, Mr. Jake.
What is it?
You look a bit different.
How so?
How shall I put this? Are there any issues to report about the succubi?
Nothing much, actually. Well, I've been talking with them a lot.
You successfully conversed with them? Fascinating. How was it?
I feel like I can understand them better, and they're more open with me now.
Now about turning them into humans. This remains only a hypothesis, but have you attempted to copulate? Have you attempted copulating with one who feels great affection towards you? Theoretically, carnal essence is formed from our sexual desire, right? The more we want to engage in sexual activity, the more carnal essence we produce. I thought it might apply to succubi as well. The fonder, if they are of you, the fonder, they are of you, the more they may desire fornication. And once they are overflown with carnal essence,
what would happen?
Their transformation into humans through all that built up carnal essence, theoretically. And after that, you might need to let the dagger do its job and extract the carnal essence.
That's insane. I might have done terrible things, but to cheat on my wife like that and then kill the succubus anyway?
Mr. Jake, I haven't told you why I've been doing this. Why I've been doing my research into this occult, have you? Have I? Oh my god, I can't read. The reason is more or less the same as yours. Phoebe, no. My father died before I was born. I was raised by my mother. However,
What happened to her?
She got terribly ill at such a young age. I tried my best to find a cure.
Tried?
I have to do more than cure her illness now.
Don't tell me.
Yes, I failed her.
So that's why.
We are partners with a shared goal, Mr. Jake. I guarantee you it will be safe. Let's just think about
A harmless human existence.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I won't let you go through the risks I've taken in the past.
I'll try. And that is a pretty good stopping point for this episode.
Probably
So-
could hold up the other thing to let me finish reading the other line.
Sorry.
You're fine. Warn me before you close the book.
We'll catch you in the next one.
See you next time.